faculty, families, friends, and my fellow graduates. It is an honor to have this opportunity to speak on such an exciting day. It took efforts from great many people to get us here today, and some of whom are unfortunately not in this room. On behalf of the class of 2026, I want to thank all the school faculty, mentors, friends, family, and parents who have played a tremendous role in guiding each of us in this very moment. Throughout my years here, I've learned that DSA is not special because of the curriculum, trips, or opportunities we get. It was the warm, smiling face of Miss Cookie, or the caring and thoughtful words from Mr. Watson, the relationships I've made with teachers, admin, and peers alike is what made enduring cleaning lunch tables, all the other annoying grades, taking part in social media posts, and discovering I had zero charisma, breaking my leg, and challenging class schedules, all worth it. Take those 2 years of learning importance, for example. Those are my favorite years of high school, not because of the easier workload, or maybe seeing my little sister less, although those are added benefits, but because of the relationships created there. Since we were so close in proximity to each other, and also so few in number, we formed relationships with those who we wouldn't even speak to in an average school. School simply didn't feel like school when we got to sit on the couch and hang out during contact hour, or when Mr. Hirsch let us watch anything from Shark Tank to the Dark Knight during lunch. And I'm still surprised he let us watch that. The portables felt like a sanctuary where we were nurtured and our skills were cultivated. If there's one thing the senior class is notorious for, it is that we are quiet. Whenever I was turning over ideas in my head about what to write the speech on, I was honestly stuck until I was sitting in apologetics class. We were discussing our class as a collective, and I distinctly remember Mr. Watson said something along the lines of actions speak louder than words. What many people have not always had the chance to see is how our actions change for our passions. Some of the most profound moments I've witnessed at DSA are times such as seeing how animated Morgan would be on Friday nights, hearing Gavin and Weston bonding over Call of Duty and other video games, or listening to Jackson talk about anything car-related and not understanding a single word. I could go on and on. And yes, teachers, this unfortunately does mean that many of us were not passionate about your classes. I think you can be comforted by the fact that we still graduated, and I'm sure some of you are feeling relieved that we graduated, as some of our grades have slipped, myself included. My fellow seniors, I urge you to continue being passionate young men and women in college and adulthood. Your passions might change, but don't let that be a reason to change yourself. For example, those of us who are athletes may not get a chance to compete at the same level that we're used to. Eventually, our bodies won't be able to perform like they have been. However, don't let that fact make you lose your passion and all you've learned. Don't lose the discipline, competitiveness, grit, and teamwork you have built. You also know as well as I do that these passions of ours can give us something to chase, as well as a reprieve from the stressful moments in our lives. However, please don't forget who you are doing it for. Colossians 3:23 states, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." We all need a reminder now and then that the only way to truly feel fulfilled with your work is if you do it in service of God. As I conclude the speech, there are just 2 things I'm asking you fellow graduates to do. The first thing I want you all to do is not just to listen to other ideas, but to seek them out. Universities are a great place to find people with different experiences and worldviews to learn from, so please take advantage of it. Even when we evangelize or defend our faith, have the mindset of listening first. The day we stop listening is the day we stop growing. The second thing I want each of you to do is to take a risk. Now, I didn't really take much of a risk coming to this school, as you guys might imagine, but each of you did. Even though we started out in portable classrooms with AC that would stop working at times, you stayed. Even though several of our classmates left, including close friends of ours, you still stayed. We never really got the true high school experience that some have gone looking for. And I hope each of us can agree that we found something better. Our experience at DSA was one of growth, opportunity, and leadership. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you for taking a chance on DSA and making the choice to stay. As we head to college, I want each of you to take a chance on something you're not sure about. Don't let college be the time to slip back into your comfort zone. Find a club, try an intramural sport, take challenging classes, meet new people, or take risks in your future career. Just please strive towards something. I'm asking you all to take yet another risk, because it is easier or is better to fail than to regret not trying. Now, since I mentioned The Dark Knight earlier, I thought it would be fitting to end this off with a quote from Batman, which I think pertains to this message pretty well. It is not what I am underneath, but it is what I do that defines me. Thank you.